Howdy friends, Corey Moser with Nationwide Loans. I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's been happening to the market over the last 3 days. Let's go back a little bit. For about 8 consecutive weeks this year, we've seen rates actually dropping, moving steadily downward. So home affordability has been increasing and making things more attractive for buyers and sellers to be active in the market. But the last 3 days have been pretty brutal for mortgage rates. In fact, the bond market has been taking quite a beating on all of the news about tariffs with China and Europe's retaliation in trade negotiations with tariffs. It's creating quite a stir, not only in the stock market, but in the bond market as well. And one of the things that we've noticed over the last several days as we've hit the spring market is that more of you are actually listing your homes in an attempt to move on to something different. Rates haven't been great, as you know, for the last few years, and most of us who own a home were able to capture really low rates of 2.5%, maybe to 3% during 2021 and 2021, the COVID years. But rates have been high since that point, so a lot of people have felt like they don't want to give up those low interest rates and sell and move into something else because it wouldn't make a lot of sense to take a much higher rate. But as rates have been moving lower and the spring market has hit and there are more listings than there have been in years past, I think people are ready for a change. They want to move into something different. But with mortgage rates skyrocketing, with the stock market reacting the way that it has been, it's creating some challenges and affordability issues for buyers. Now, if you are a seller, this message is for you. If you want to move your home, it's going to be critical to entertain offers with seller concessions, meaning that you agree to give up some of the equity in your home to the new buyer so they can either purchase with a temporary rate buy down or with a permanent interest rate buy down. That's what's going to allow them to have an affordable payment so that they can purchase your home. Over the last several years, we've seen home values appreciate at a very rapid pace. So each of you in your homes, those of you selling, have had a great appreciation and have quite a bit more equity than you would in normal years. So what that suggests is if you were to allow some type of credit cost concession to your buyer, the loan officer for that buyer and the real estate agent for that buyer can negotiate with you to find something that will be favorable, that will help you move your home quickly and enable you to buy something new. So let's take an example. If you've got let's say you're selling your home for $500,000. A temporary rate buy down, which would allow someone to have 2% lower for the first year, that's a 2-1 buy down. And then the next year it would be 1% lower, and then it would be set at the fully amortized rate. If you've got a $500,000 home, the closing cost concessions for a 2-1 buy down with the current interest rates would be approximately $12,000. That would come off the price of your home. Just think that that may be a great marketing tool for you, even if you put it on in your listing that you're willing to offer up to $12,000, maybe $15,000 of closing cost concessions. That will be a very attractive home for a new prospective buyer. And then let's hope the same grace will be available for you as you're going to make an offer on another home. I would expect or demand or request that that seller would be willing to entertain some seller credits as well so that you can move into your new home with some affordability. If interest rates are not working in our favor, which seems to be the case right now, the best thing you can do as a seller, offer negotiation price, meaning give some closing cost concessions, and then the buyer will be more likely to entertain an offer with you. Thanks again for spending some time with me. I hope this information helps. If you are an agent or another loan officer or a seller or a buyer, please share this message with others so that they may have that competitive drive and edge as well for their homes. Thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.